Yo, what's up, Mark? How you doing, bro? Merry Christmas to you, bro. How you doing? My man Mark is in the building. On my way home, bro. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Where y'all at? Actually, I'm on Monroe, the block called Monroe. I'm headed home. Kind of chilling. Good thing I got a hoodie with my face, my ears. I'm good. I'm doing good. That's good, man. Did you ever get your PS4 working? You ever get that PS4 working? You walk home? Well, yeah, I'm walking home tonight. Usually I don't walk home, but my brother, he only had a little bit of gas in his truck, so I just told him to drop me off where he can make it safe to where he need to go, and I can walk home for the rest of the way. I don't mind. Don't want to get hit because people be drinking and driving this time of year. And they get hit by no drunk driver. And I sure don't want to slip on no ice. There's like little patches of ice out here. Can't wait. I'm getting one soon. Can't wait. Hey, you know what, man? I can't wait either, bro. Get that PS4 so you can put it back down on the map, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, my brother, he can only drive halfway because he has one of them SUVs. Then he showed me his gas gauge on there, and it was flashing. I think he hope he don't run out of gas to where he got to go. Oh yeah, man, get that PS4, bro. You got some Christmas presents to open up tomorrow? Hmm? No, your mom and dad might have a PlayStation 4 for you, bro. It's Christmas time. You never know. Your mom and dad might have broke you off a PS4, bro. You know, that'd be a kid's dream, man, for your parents to buy them a PlayStation 4, a couple of games to go with it, a controller, and some headset. How lovely is that? I hope that you get you one soon, my man. I know I can't wait. That's right, man. Salute to my man Mark in the building. My man Mark is in the building. My shoe untied because this shirt feel like it. I got two Christmases. Hey, that's cool, bro. That's amazing, bro. That's amazing, Mark. It's amazing. And imagine, man, how these little wonderful kids, man, Santa Claus has came through again, dropping some love for the kids, man. Dropping love for the kids, man. Salute, salute, salute. I'm gonna drop my phone while I'm on my way home. The ice is nice. But yeah, man, I don't usually walk home like this, bro. I don't mind though. But I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a story. What's up, Nation? Merry Christmas, family. How you do? Merry Christmas and a happy New Year is coming up next week. I'll tell you guys a story while I'm walking home. One day, when I was like 16, no 18. I was 18 years old, right? I was 18, hard headed, out here being the gangster that I thought I was. So I went to Salt Lake City. It's like 45-minute drive from where I'm at today. I was hanging out with a friend out there in Salt Lake. We was drinking that night. We were drinking Hold on, let me read this. I am mad. I have 2 Christmases. I want one big Christmas, and I'm not trying to be ungrateful, but I really want a one big Christmas. And Mark, you will get that, bro. God is good, man. God knows your heart. He knows what you want already, man. So you're gonna get exactly what you're asking for, man. I'm pretty sure that your parents got you. Whatever it is, whatever your parents got you or Santa got you, be thankful for that. But me, when I was 18, we was drinking peppermint schnapps and eggnog. Not peppermint schnapps. I take that back. It was Jack Daniels and eggnog. Being that I was 18, to mix that drink, and we decided that we wanted to go. We decided that we wanted to go steal a vehicle, right? So we stole this van. Okay, it was me, 3 guys. It was 3 guys and 2 girls. Everyone. I'm the oldest one of the bunch. I was 18. Everybody else in the vehicle was 13 and 15. Okay. Wow. Yep. 13 and 15. Right. So we stole this van and we had this dog with us too. I'll never forget this day. And we got the van and we were supposed to take the van to Seattle, Washington and sell it. You know, being a criminal that I was back then, we're gonna go sell this vehicle. Keep in mind, I'm from Utah. We're gonna drive all the way to Seattle, Washington to sell the vehicle. Now everybody knows that when you steal something, especially a vehicle, you get out of town immediately. We didn't do that. We drove around Ogden Utah, Ogden, all for about 4 or 5 hours, just trying to show out the car that we stole, knowing that we stole some vehicle, right? Long story short, we started going towards Seattle. We was like, hit the freeway. We had no money, no food, no nothing. We just mashing like we got a stolen van. Now everyone knows that you have to have gas money to get to where you gotta go. So we didn't have no money, so we just started doing gas runs. Everybody know that your gas run, you pull up to the gas station, you pump the gas and you break out with it, right? Now we done got away several times at several different stores with this gas run stuff. So we got to a point where it was called Yakima, Washington. Okay, that's like Yakima. It was Yakima, Washington. I'll never forget because I see Yakima, Yakima, Washington. Now we get to this. I said we cool on the gas. If we don't need to do another gas run, we got just enough gas to get us to Tacoma, Washington, which was probably like 15 miles more up the road. Okay, damn, it's cold. So instead of passing the store, we hit the gas station. Now in this gas station, because I've been there several times with my brother before, and I knew for a fact, I said, now we can't self-pump the gas. They're gonna come out and do it for us. And lo and behold, the guy came out, he says, how much gas do you need? At this time, the girl, my friend's girlfriend, was driving. She was a Poland girl, had really white hair, really white, pale face. So the guy starts pumping the gas, right? All of a sudden, his phone rings inside the store. Once the phone started ringing, he had no choice but to leave the pump running in the car or in the van. So he went to answer the phone. Once he left the pump, the guy tells his girlfriend, get out, hurry, get out, and take the nozzle out of the pump or take the nozzle out of the tank and get in the car. So this dingy broad gets out. She takes the nozzle out of the gas tank, right? But she forgot the gas cap. Okay? And we hauled ass. Boom. So we can smell all this gasoline that we stole. We can smell it going all through the van. The dog is barking. Woof, 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 woof. And we like, oh, they were like, no, they were. They were like, oh shit, we made it. Oh shit, oh da da da. Now, being that I'm 18 and they're 12 and 15, or 12 and 13, I said, man, y'all don't know me. Y'all picked me up hitchhiking. I'm a hitchhiker. My name is Shalimar Stephens. That's what I told them. Y'all don't know me because I didn't give my real name. It's like, oh, we're okay. We're okay. Okay, we get up. I say we got up the road like maybe 10, 20 minutes. Now, keep in mind, we're in Yakima, Washington, and they have state troopers, not highway patrolmen, but state troopers, okay? You very, very seldom see a state trooper. So I thought we were home free. So I kept looking back, y'all. I kept looking back, and then like I don't know, about the 10th time I look back, I see the police lights behind us. What's up, my man Brian Lynn? How you doing? Thank you for dropping in. So I look back, and we got flashing lights behind us. And I told him, I said, man, keep in mind, y'all picked me up hitchhiking because I'm older. I'm 18. You know what I mean? I'm old enough to go to jail. They just old enough to go to a damn juvenile detention. So the police pulls over, asked the lady for actually after that, forgot a part. They switched seats at the gas station after the girl got out, took the pump off the gas tank, and they switched seats. So now, no, the guy was driving, my bad. The dude was driving. We got the gas station. We switched seats after the gas was pumped in the car. So anyway, we get pulled over by the police, pulls the girls over, and I thought she had a driver's license. He asked for her driver's license. Ma'am, may I see your driver's license? Ma'am, she said, hold on, officer. So she's going through her purse, and she pulls out her student ID card. I remember this. Pulls out her student ID card, and the officer looks at it. He says, this is not a driver's license. This is a student, high school student card. He's like, well, she's all, oh, I'm sorry. I must have left my license at home, blah, blah, blah. So the officer goes, do you have a registration for this? And why? Did you guys just do a gas run about a couple miles down the road? She's like, no. Did you purchase gas? And you can smell gas coming out of that fucking car. Excuse my French. You can smell gas coming out of that vehicle. And after that point, he says to her, put your hands where I can see them. No, step out of the vehicles, ma'am. Put her hands out, open the door from the outside, just like cops do. And he put handcuffs on her. Clink, clink. Put her in the back of the squad car. So another officer got on the passenger side, told the passenger to do the same thing. Open the door from the outside, step out, put your arms where I can see him. He put handcuffs on him. He gone. Anybody back there? I'm playing sleep. I'm playing like I'm asleep in the van. The dog is barking. Roof, 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 roof. The police said, look alive back there. And I looked up, and then he shined a light on me. And I was like, what's going on? I said, what's going on? He's like, well, to be honest with you, you guys just did a gas run. I forgot. Okay, I'm here. You guys just did a gas run at the nearest gas station. Da da da. I said, well, I'm not aware of that. I was asleep. They picked me up hitchhiking. I'm a hitchhiker. Well, where are you trying to go? I said, I'm going to Washington. So the officer says, get out. Put the handcuffs on me. Everybody in the van, including the dog, was taken up out of that van. Okay? After that, we go down to the station. The Poland girl and the black girl, they started ratting. Like, they started really snitching on each other. Like, it was her idea to steal the van. No, it was her idea to steal the van. Now I'm confused. Like, I'm like, oh shit, they just really battling it out. They don't really know my name because I told them my name was Shalimar. So they said I stole the van. Keep in mind, I'm 18 years old. I'm in a jail cell. They're all out in the office area. I said, so they pulled me out. They said, we want to hear your side of the story. I said, officer, to be honest with you, they picked me up in Ogden, hitchhiking. So the two dudes I was with, they stood up for me. I knew them guys real well. Gonna call their name, but they stood up for me. They stuck to the story. They're like, well, we're not gonna believe the two girls because they don't know their ass from their name from their asshole or some shit he said. So that didn't get me out the hook. Guys, being that I was an 18-year-old, I had to go to jail. They sat there, I heard the police tell them, well, can you guys get your hold of your parents, have your parents come and get you, or you're gonna sit here. Basically, you're gonna sit here until someone comes and gets you. So they made contact with their parents. The parents had to drive all the way from Utah to Yakima to get these people. I had to stay in jail. I stayed in jail 5 days. It seemed for eternity to me. So being that I was in jail for these 5 days, so that fifth day I looked and I seen the officer walk in. I said, excuse me, sir. I said, I've been here in the cell for 5 days. I said, when am I going to go to court? It's like, well, there is no judge. Hold on, let me find out. Had to wait another day. So that makes 6 days. It was on a, I think it was Saturday it landed on. So they come in there. They say, Mr. Stevenson, because that's the name I gave them. Roll your stuff up. I ain't got nothing to roll up. I just got my body. You know, I ain't got no stuff to roll up. But I guess that's how they say roll up to get out. They say, we're going to let you out, but you got to promise to appear in court out here in but Yakima at this such and such a date. Okay, cool. Did I take the wrong way? No. Did I take the wrong way? No. But anyway, they let me out, guys. Now, keep in mind, I'm trying to get to Seattle, Washington, but I'm in Yakima, 15 miles out. They let me out, y'all, and I had to walk, hitchhike, all the way to Seattle, Washington. Okay, and I'll never forget, I had some blue Nikes on. They had black shoestrings in them. I had no coat. It was cold as shit. I was walking so much that I started really hallucinating, right? And the story gets interesting. So I got so far up the road, people start picking me up. I had one guy pick me up, took me to a store, and he bought me a split sandwich. You know, the split sandwich that you get in the store, they're cut in half. He bought me that. Damn, I think I took the wrong way. No, I didn't. He bought me that and then a drink, and there was a chapel. And the officer, well, the guy, he left. No, the guy brought me the food, the gas station, and then he said, I can drop you off right here. This is as far as I go. I remember him turning a right turn, and I had to keep walking straight because that's the road towards Seattle. I started crying. Mark says, you've been through a lot. Yes, I have. So after the point, the man drops me off. I ate the sandwich and drank the drink, but I'm still on this long road, right? It was so cold, like it is now, that I got to a point where I thought I seen a station wagon, but I thought I was hallucinating, right? Got closer, it was a station wagon. It was locked. The door was locked, right? So I looked in there, and guess what was in there? It was a sleeping bag. There was a bag of ramen noodles, and there was a bag of chili beans from what I seen on top. So I said, well, how am I supposed to get inside this truck or this station wagon? The only way I can get in it is throw a rock through the window. And that's what I did. Because I was cold. That sleeping bag was the main thing that I wanted. I can't eat no damn ramen noodles because I ain't got no pot to cook them in. Can't do chili beans because I ain't got no can opener. So really that wasn't, but I found me a Snickers bar in there too. Busted the window, got the sleeping bag, looked through the bags of food in there, found the Snickers, ate the Snickers, but I busted the window on the passenger side because the passenger side was more closer to the outside of the road. Swaggy Power, what's happening? But anyways, I got the sleeping bag, I rolled it up, put it on my back, and I kept walking. I was on my journey. So I kept looking back. Every time I walk, I kept looking back, y'all. Like to see who's coming behind me, and it's dark outside. It's dark. I'm in the dark road. I'm on a road that's dark as shit. And all of a sudden, I see two headlights. And I said to myself, oh my gosh, this is the police. They done seen that vehicle that I busted the window, right? And sure enough, where are you? I'm halfway to my house. I'm walking home right now. But the police pulls me over, and it's a state trooper. So on his speaker from his vehicle, he says, "Sir, put your hands where I can see them." I'm like, damn, here I go. I'm going back to jail. I'm going back to jail, right? So I put my hands up in the air, drop the bag, the sleeping bag, and he says, "Put your hands on the back of the car, sir." Put my hands on the back of his car. Where are you trying to go? I was like, oh, you know what? I'm hitchhiking to Seattle. I was being honest. I said, you know what, officer? I just got out of jail. I'm trying to make it to my brother's house. Where's your brother live? I said, Seattle, Washington. He said, sir, you have a long ways to go. This is a real story. He said, you have a long ways to go, sir. I was like, yeah. And I remember looking in his car, and I seen a pump shotgun. Now, in my mind, I said, oh my God, he's going to either get that shotgun and shoot me dead, or he can just beat the shit out of me and just go on about his business. But this officer was the sweetest. I don't want to get hit. But he was the sweetest person. He said, sir, I'm going to have to search you. Make sure you don't got no weapons and drugs on you, just like they do. I said, okay, let him search me. Search me down. I didn't have nothing on me but the sleeping bag, the Snickers wrappers that I ate, and just me, And he patted me down. He says, I'm going to have to restrain you. So he put the handcuffs on me, sat me in his car, and I told him, I said, officer, I just got out of jail. I said, I'm going to be honest with you. We stole a vehicle. We got caught, and I have to go back to court in Yakima. He goes, he was way out in Yakima. He even named the jail. I was like, yeah, you are right, sir. I said, all I want to do is get to my brother's house that's in Seattle so I can go back to court and get this resolved. He's like, it says, not very seldom we see someone walking. I don't have a car. I don't even have a driver's license. But anyway, he took me to another store, y'all. And he says, have you eaten? The officer asked me how I ate anything. I said, I had a Snickers bar. He says, did you break that window? He goes, so you're the one that broke the window in the station wagon, right? And I'm not going to lie to the cop. I said, yeah, I broke the station wagon. I broke the window, sir. I said, and this is the sleeping bag that it's just cold out here. He said, I can understand that. He said, but I can charge you. He says, are you almost to your brother's house yet? I'm going home. I'm going to my house. My brother he's not here today. My brother is not with us today, but I better get out of the way. The officer, I was honest to him, and he said, he asked me again, he said, have you ate? And I said, I ate a Snickers bar. Yeah, I'm almost to my house, not my brother's. So he said, you know what? I'll take you to the nearest store, it was a Circle K. I remember that. He drove me to the Circle K. He unhandcuffed me, took me into the store, and he bought me a mini pizza. It wasn't a large pizza. It was a mini pizza. Like, you go in there, you get a mini pizza and a sandwich. He got me a Mountain Dew, because back then I used to like Mountain Dew. The Mountain Dew, and he said, I'm going to turn this way. He says, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's cold out here. He goes, hitchhiking is illegal out here. This is what the police is telling me, y'all. He's a state trooper. He says, why is everything dark? Because it's dark out here, bro. It's dark. It's nighttime out here. See? It's dark. But the officer, He says, hitchhiking is illegal out here. He goes, but I'm turning this way. He's, I'm going to go back this way. He says, but there's a chapel that you can sleep in for tonight, is what he told me. And it was right there in front of me. I was like, oh, really? I said, you sure? He goes, yeah, go in there and you go to sleep. And he says, remember, hitchhiking is illegal. He says, but I understand where you need to go. So, being that he said that, I went into the chapel, I took off my shoes and put the sleeping bag down. I remember there was a wooden cross in this chapel. There was no one in there. And I rolled that sleeping bag out. I laid down, I ate the food that was given to me. I drank my Mountain Dew. And I went to sleep, okay? But when I was sleeping, I had a dream. And in that dream, God showed me what I have done. And that's why I know God is real. He had showed me what I have done. The whole story, the whole line, the whole thing. From the time we stole the van to the time that we got caught and all that, right? And then the cool thing about it is, dude, I got to go. I woke up and I remember in my dream, I was saying to my friend, I won't call his name. I said, man, we got to go. We got to go, man. We got to get out of here. Guess what, guys? I woke up shaking my shoe. I got up shaking that shoe and I start crying. I started crying out of my eyeballs, right? And that was my cue. When I woke up, it was daylight. It was 11:30. I'll never forget because I looked up at the clock that they had in there. It was 11:30, and I remember the officer telling me that hitchhiking was illegal. But right across the street was with the highway or freeway, the highway was there was a sign that said no hitchhiking allowed. Clear as day, a sign, right? So I went over to that side, past the sign, and I remember looking back a couple of times to see what cars was coming, you know what I mean, so I can stick my thumb out, because that's what hitchhikers do. Never done it in my life before. So I kept walking. I think I walked about a good half hour. Turned around, there was a car coming. I put my thumb out, and the car kept going. And on the back of the license plate, I can see clearly it said Washington. I said, oh my God, I'm on the right path. But they kept going. These people did. And I said, damn, I'm never going to get to Seattle, Washington. I'm going to die out here. I'm going to have to walk again all night long, right? Keep in mind, it's 11:30 in the evening, like in the day. So I kept walking. I didn't look back for a while. And then when I finally looked back, I didn't have to put my thumb out. The car stopped. This vehicle had stopped. And he honked. He's like, beep, beep. He says, excuse me. He says, where are you headed to? I said, man, to be honest with you, man, I'm going to Seattle, Washington. He said, today is your lucky day. Get in. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I was so happy, guys. I was so happy to be able to be in a car where someone's going exactly where I'm going, right? So he got me this story. He's like, oh, I'm from Utah. I was like, really? You're from what part of Ogden? He's like, I'm from Ogden, Layton area. I was like, really? I said, I'm from Ogden. So I felt really comfortable. My man says, so why you come out here? I'm just going home. I just leaving my sister's house. I'm leaving my sister's house. I'm from Utah. I'm from out here. I'm from Utah. But the guy that I was with had got in trouble in Seattle, Washington, is the story he gave me. I guess the guy was out there. He was smoking drugs out there, and he got in trouble. I was only 18 years old. This guy's like, he was 30 something. I think he was 33, is what he told me. He says, are you hungry? He said, laughing out loud, it's a long walk. Oh yeah, it is, man. It is. I got a long walk still, but I'm used to it. So the guy asked me, he said, I better get over here before I get hit. He said, are you hungry? I said, sure, man. He goes, reach back in that cooler back there. He had a cooler back there. I remember opening the cooler and he had sub sandwiches. Everybody knows what sub sandwiches are. He had so many damn sub sandwiches in there. So they were all ham and cheese. They were all ham and cheese sub sandwiches, like at least about 20 of those bitches. So the more I got to digging in there, I seen beer. Like he had 40 ounces of old English beers in there, right? So he goes, if you're thirsty, man, go ahead and crack you one of those beers, you know? So being I'm young, dumb, you know what I mean? I cracked one, clink, clink. Started drinking, like, yeah, man, he's got to tell me his story again about how he got in trouble and, you know, the judge might give him some time and da-da-da. I was like, well, that's cool. I said, man, I appreciate you giving me a ride and this and this and that. He says, but we got to stop a couple of places. I was like, okay. I was just happy to be in his car going the same direction. Going this, I better not slip on this ice. Look at this ice, y'all. You see they playing. That ice ain't playing. But going the same direction, moving forward to Seattle. So we stopped. He said, I got somebody who owed me some money. Stopped at the person's house. They're not there. He said, I got one more stop. I said, damn, how many more stops do we gotta go? He said, well, this is the last stop. I said, okay. I'm only 18 years old, guys. I'm only 18. It says, you went to town on all of that. Yeah. Check it out. Check it out, yo. So this man stopped at a bar. A bar. I'm not even old enough to get in a bar. I'm only 18 years old. I don't even have an identification. So I'm in this bar with this guy. I guess he'd been out here before. So they're like, hi, so-and-so. They calling his name. They high-fiving and all that. Oh, the picture's on him. He didn't get the man a picture. Now, keep in mind, I just drank me a 40 ounce. So now we're drinking a pitcher of beer in the bar. So I'm thinking, I was like, damn, man, this is not cool, man. I'm trying to get to my brother's house. You know what I mean? I got court I got to go back to next week, da-da-da, right? So we drank the pitcher. Sure enough, we drank the pitcher. I was surprised. I was like, damn, they ain't gonna ID me or anything. I'm 18 years old. I'm in a bar drinking alcohol, out of control, got in trouble, doing the band. All this stuff is going through my mind, right? So I said, okay, man, I gotta go. Don't you gotta go to court? Because he said he had to go to court. His court was at 2 o'clock. That gave him like 45 minutes to get to Tacoma. He had to get to Tacoma, Washington in 45 minutes, which is the courthouse in Seattle, okay? So we get back on the road. It says, why don't you call your brother to come? My brother's dead, man. My brother passed away. This was a story years and years and years ago, bro. I'm 50 years old. This is when I was at 18 years old. So this is a story way back when I was 18, okay? After this, man, we get in the car. He said, okay, let's go. I got to get the car. I got 45 minutes. I said, okay, cool. I'm content. I'm buzzing. I done drink a 40 ounce. I done drink a pitcher of beer. I'm buzzing. Don't really want to be in this car no more. And it started raining. Seattle, Washington, it rains a lot. I don't know if you guys ever been to Seattle, Washington, but it started raining out there, right? And I remember seeing Welcome to Tacoma. I was like, oh, yes. Oh, yeah, we're both celebrating. No, we're almost there. We're almost there. Don't you guys know that like when you go around a bend, like a curve, like the curve, well, we turned the curve and slipped off the road. But we slipped off the road, and I remember no. I remember hitting my head on his head. Is what it was. I felt that one. Boom. Oh my gosh. So when I came to, because I think I got knocked out for a minute. Don't run me over. I think I was knocked out for a minute. Split second. I woke up. I was wet. Yeah, I was wet, right? And I looked over at him. He's gasping for air. I'm gasping for air. Guess what? The car was stuck on an island, like we were off the road on the island. You guys know what the island is, with the mud and dirt and all that shit is when you're on a freeway. So I'm like, oh my god! And I remember him. I remember this guy pushing on his gas, and all his back tires it's cold out here. All his back tires were doing was spinning in the mud. So I was like, oh my god, man, we're stuck. I said, we got to get out of here before the police come, right? All bad. Pull my pants up. So after this point, we get out of the car. He said, did you see ghosts? Did you saw ghosts? Oh man, yeah, I ain't seen nothing yet. But anyway, we get out. I got a couple not bricks, but there was a board, bro, like a stick. We had to put the stick under the tire in order to get the traction that we needed to get his car out the mud. Got out of that, zoom, he got back on the road. And I didn't say anything to him after that point. All I wanted to do was get to that courthouse that he was going to, because I knew once he gets to downtown Seattle, Washington, all I gotta do is jump on one of them buses out there and go to my brother's house, okay? This guy goes, after we get to the Seattle courthouse, he says, I got money. He goes, I'll give you anything you want. I just need you to hang out with me until I get out of court. I said, man, sure thing, sir. I said, but I got to use the restroom. I said, excuse me, where's the bathroom in here? And someone directed me, it's down the hall, downstairs, and all this other shit. And I was like, oh, cool. So I was like, man, you got like 10 minutes to get into the courthouse. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back when you get out of the court, and because we'll go back to the bar and this and this and that. And but let's start. And he went inside the courthouse as I was going to the bathroom. I didn't go to the bathroom. I jumped out. I got the freak out of that court. Ran so far and so fast and so scared. I ran. It was like I was with Satan, y'all. It was like I was with the devil himself. I ran away from that guy so far and so fast. I didn't have no money to even get on the bus. But when I got to that bus stop and I knew the bus was coming, well, I seen the bus come, I said, excuse me, sir, I don't have no money to get on this bus. I said, to be honest with you, I've been walking for 2 days. My feet stink. You can smell my feet through my shoes. That's how far I was walking. My feet were stinking. They were wet. They were funky. So he said, sure, sir, get on. Catch me next time. I was so happy to be on that bus. I got to my brother's house. I didn't even knock on the door. I got in his car. He had a yellow Cutlass Supreme. I'll never forget this day. I sit in there, and I heard him talking. I was like, oh, shoot. So I kind of dug down because I wanted him to be a surprise. Try to surprise him, but my feet were so stinking from walking and sweating. He says, how did you still get Wi-Fi? I don't know. My phone, it's got Wi-Fi where I'm at. But my brother happens to get in his car, and he's like sniffing around, like, he said, what the fuck is that smell? Like, he was like literally sniffing around because I was in the back seat, laying down. He's like, what the F is that smell? He said, man, that shit stinks. Don't my dogs get in here? That's how bad the smell was. So by the time he tried to get out of the car, I stuck my head out. I said, boo, and scared the shit out of him. He's like, ah! I said, Ma, I'm so glad to be here with you. He goes, my God, boy. He goes, boy, is that your feet stinking? He goes, boy, your feet is cutting up. I said, I know, bro. I said, man, I've been walking for 2 days. Because I had called him when I was in that jail and let him know that I was coming out there. And he told me to be safe. And by By the time I got there, man, I was so worn down, you know, and man, it was a crazy journey. Will I hitchhike again? Hell no. Would I steal another van? Hell no. Will I ever put myself in that situation? Hell no. But the moral of the whole story is my other older middle brother just dropped me off because he didn't have enough gas in his vehicle to take me home right now. So I told him to drop me off a quarter away, which was on Sullivan, and I'll walk home. So this is where I'm at right now. I've been walking now for as long as I've been on right now. I've been walking for 41 minutes. I've been walking for 41 minutes, guys, in the cold, okay? So I'm not used to this type of stuff, but this is the type of stuff I've done before. So when I gotta get somewhere, especially home or to a relative's house, I will walk those miles. I will take those minutes and walk to get where I'm going. But as far as ghost stories, man, I'm gonna tell y'all another story. When I was a youngster, at this time I was only like 15 years old. Okay, at 15 years old, we used to drink a lot of beer. Like we used to drink a lot of Natural Light. Me and my partners, we used to go get beer. We were at young ages getting beer. Like go to the store, run out the store with beer. So we went to one of my homegirls' houses, and I won't call her name. Man, this is the trip. So she had these clowns. They both looked alike. Both these clowns looked exactly alike. It was those clowns. I'm almost home. It's those clowns. Have you guys ever seen those clowns where they have that thing that look like stars, but they have the little balls around their neck? You know what I'm talking about? And they had a little funny hat with the bell on the back and all that, with the little funny elf shoes on them. Well, she had two of these, and they looked evil. They looked evil dolls, like clowns. They were evil clown dolls. Right? My hands are so frosty right now. But anyway, in order to get to the bathroom for drinking so much beer, you had to pass her bedroom, and she had those clowns on her bed, and they were facing one another. Oh my God. They were facing one another, right? And I said to myself, "Oh my God, those are some spooky looking fucking clowns." So I used the bathroom, came back out, put my head down, went back into the front room. Gosh, and I said, "Excuse me." I said, "What's with the clowns in there?" She goes, "Oh, you don't want to fuck with those guys." These are her exact words. She said, "They said how many miles you will go?" Oh, I got like 20 more minutes before I get home. So I'm out here. That's why I'm sharing this story with y'all. But anyways, she said, "You don't want to F with these clowns, right?" I said, "Yeah, you're right about that." I said, "I wouldn't mess with those clowns because they look spooky anyway." So we're in there drinking. Oh my God, my hand's cold. We're still in there drinking. Now, you guys remember Michael Jackson, the Off the Wall album? Everyone remembers Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. Living off the wall, living off that song right there. And then it was the Living Off the Wall album, but the song that she would play was Beat It, Beat It, and Beat It, that song right there, right? In a cassette tape. These are in the cassette days where you could play a cassette tape. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Jake is in the building. But anyway, she popped that tape in there, man, okay? Brand new cassette. All of a sudden, the tape started playing backwards. You know what I'm saying? What tape does this? I know that back in the day when you put a cassette tape in the player and the player eats the tape, and then you have all that tape that you have to take out of the player's, the needle, whatever that's making it spin. You got to take all that stuff out, put the stuff back into the tape, and then rewind it and make sure it's tight, and then play it again. But in this case, that tape played backwards. It was a trip. The tape was playing backwards. So I was like, what's going on with this? She goes, I told you not to fuck with those clowns. I was like, what are you talking about? I never messed with no clowns. Lo and behold, my friend was in there fucking with these clowns. He had went in there and put one clown, like tossed one clown to the other side of the bed. It was over there kicking the other clown. And all of a sudden, she says, I don't know who in there. Why he went in there and did this thing? That's why the tape won't play. She said, I'm going to try it again. Played the tape again. The tape started playing backwards again, guys. And then the shit just popped out of the damn cassette player. It was like, oh shit. Like, everyone's seen this. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Everyone's seen this tape just pop up out of the damn cassette player. So she's like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't have been in there, mess with these clowns. So she goes, everyone, come with me, Ryan. Come with me. So we went in there, and I'm not bullshitting. We went in there, go in her room, and this clown is holding a knife. No one went in there. I mean, the guy was in there kicking the clown, but all of a sudden he's in the room with us. After she said, don't fuck with those clowns. The one clown, they had different type of colors on them. The clown to the left, as you walked in, it was holding a knife, a kitchen knife in his hand. And guess what she says, guys? She says, I've been trying to get rid of these clowns for a very long time. So my other friend, I'm not going to call his name, he says, so where did you get these clowns? She says, me and my mom went to a grocery store. Okay. I said, okay. Or it was like, look, she had our fucking attention. My mom went to a grocery store, and there was this old lady, had those clowns in a box. Like, they were both in a separate box. Almost like a Chucky doll. You know, remember Chucky? Where Chucky was in a plastic, and he had the box with the plastic. That's the shit that I got out of it. So she said the lady offered her these dolls, these clowns. And so being that she was young, at the age of 11, she accepted them. The mom had accepted the clowns. And she said that she could not get rid of these clowns. Like, she would throw them in the trash. The clowns would be right back in her house. Burn the clowns. The clowns will be back in her house again. I was like, oh my gosh. I said, so how do you really get rid of these clowns? She said, I don't know. I don't know how to get rid of these because I go through it all night. And then she was like, well, at night, I mean, she went through a whole story about these clowns. She said at night by herself, because she didn't have kids, because she was a kid herself. She said at nighttime, she could hear that Michael Jackson's, that just beat it. Like, it'll play it. It'll say, you can hear it, just beat it. And then the tape would just start going backwards. She said she would cover her ears, throw the cover over her face, and say prayers to take it away. But it lasted all morning long until the daylight. When the daylight hit, the tape would turn off. I said, so how do you get rid of these clowns? She says, you don't. So we never went back to her house, never again, not to that apartment. So as we got older, okay, I was like, okay, damn. No, we'll never go there. And the apartment still stands today. So after we got older, I seen her, and I asked her about those clowns. I said, hey, T, her initials were T. I said, hey, T. I said, whatever happened to those clowns? She says, Dirty Bird. I'm going to tell you, because everyone called me Dirty Bird back when I was young. She says, Dirty Bird, I'm going to tell you like this. 2K God, what's going on, man? And he said, did you see anyone's... Oh, no, I don't. But anyway, look. I asked her, How did she get rid of those clowns? She said, we didn't get rid of the clowns. We moved. I said, what do you mean you moved? She goes, we just left them. They moved out of the apartment and left the clowns in the apartment. And she says that she never seen those clowns again. Like, she just left the clowns there. So my thing was, if you come in contact with those clowns, you put your hands on them, you throw them away, they come back. Like, this is a real story, guys. I'm not even bullshitting you guys, man. This was a real life story. And then, I'm almost home. And then there was this another story after the clown shit, after we got like 19, 20, right? 19, 20, just before, after I got in trouble with Seattle, okay? After all that, I never went back to her place, but my friend, may he rest in peace. He used to date this girl, okay? They start messing around with each other. They liked each other, okay? But those clowns was nowhere around. Got rid of the clowns because she lived in a whole different location, right? So my friend, may he rest in peace, he was so spooked. I was like, man, what's going on? Because he came to the party where we were. He's, oh my God, man, I'm not messing with that girl no more. Da da da. Did it now? I was like, what's going on, man? What's going on? He says, man, that girl started floating. Like, what do you mean she started floating? The fuck? He's like, man, fuck. She started levitating, like it's called levitating. I was like, really? He's like, I said, man, get out of here, insane. He's like, no, man, I'm being real. He said they was in there kicking it. The girl laid on the floor on her back. He was like, I guess they're watching a movie. And he said he went to hug her. They was hugging, cuddled up. And I guess he went to reach over and get a cigarette or a joint or whatever he said he was getting. And he looked over back to the left. The girl was levitating off the fucking ground. I was like, really? He's like, he said, Dirty Bird, I got the fuck out of there. I was like, really? I said, I cannot believe. I said, I don't believe that. He said, dude, literally. I said, he was dead serious, man. This man was so damn spooked. He was so damn spooked about. I was like, oh my God, you're tipping me out. He left her alone immediately. No GTA. Shoot, not tonight. Maybe tomorrow's Friday, Christmas. Maybe after Christmas, man. But I got y'all. Tell y'all one more story before I get home. What story was that? I just lost my mind. He messed me with the GTA. Okay, here you go. One day, me and my friends back in the breakdance days, we used to break dance. We used to go to. Oh, who's this fooling up on me? The heck? The frick? Hey, what's going down? Oh, what's up, Buddha? I do, man. Thank you so much, bro. On the other side, or? No, go it again. All right, cool. I'm just sharing the story with my viewers, man. So, I'm a YouTuber, so I'm sitting there sharing the story. But anyway, guys, my man just put me on. See how good God is good. But anyway, the story that I'm about to tell y'all, me and my friend, we used to go rob the hostess cupcake place out in Ogden, right? So one day we did that. We got a whole bunch of goodies and stuff. Went to his house, and he was playing this song by Shannon. But anyway, the guy, he had a treadmill bike. You know them bikes that you get on there, you pedal. And I remember laying on this couch. My friend was upstairs. My other homie was in the next room, and he said, "So you gonna be okay down here, Dirty Bird?" I was like, "Yeah." And lo and behold, man, I looked over to that bike and I seen a black figure on this bike. He had a long tail, sharp ears, long fingers, and he poof, black smoke. And then all of a sudden, I looked out the window and I seen the tallest demon outside that window. And I started saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke. And it went away, and it was morning time. I hauled ass from that place so fast. That house does not remain there today. It does not. But I appreciate you guys stopping in today, man, and listening to my jibber jabberish, my story, real time stories. I will catch you guys on GTA on Saturday. Okay? And I love you guys, man. Y'all stay safe and stay blessed. That's all the nice time, man. I'm out the building. Peace.